This is my mining room. Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new day. Now today's not really going to be a normal vlog because I'm not going to lie, today we have done absolutely nothing. It's a day that we had planned to do nothing and there's nothing for us to vlog. So what I thought I would do is talk to you guys and show you guys some new stuff. You've got a few questions for me to answer, so it's almost going to be like a Q&A vlog, but I'm also going to focus heavily on showing you what a mining rig is and what kind of is going on in there. So many people don't understand what it is, want to know what it is, and I'm sure some people watching the video just want to see a gigahash rig going and whirling in someone's room. So I'll go explain it all to you guys and show you all in a minute. But first of all, I want to get a few things off and a few things out. The baby's due date is like the 1st of September. So I know that we're saying like we want it now, but actually the baby's not meant to be born until the 1st-ish of September. So it could be anywhere now until 4 weeks. So we've got this 4-week period where we're trying to find, you know, things to do, getting ready, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're trying to show to you guys in our vlogs. Second of all, this mining stuff and everything, it's all kind of based around virtual currency, and basically it costs money to run and it costs money to obviously build, but it's a way for me to kind of guarantee some income and potentially in the future be worth quite a lot of money. But like I said, I'll show you all of that in a second. Third of all, people have been saying on the channel, like there was one moment where I showed my phone yesterday and my screensaver, I don't think I've got anyone texting me, so I think it should be okay for me to show. Yeah, so my screensaver is Holly in a it's Holly in a jumpsuit, which is like a onesie, which first of all, is more clothes than people wear at a beach. Second of all, is absolutely fine. That could be on a U film. That can be out in public. And people were saying, oh, this channel is PG. You shouldn't be showing stuff like that. I want to clarify right now, this channel is not PG. I'm not rating it anything. This is not a channel for children. It's not a channel for adults. It's a channel for everybody. But there will be, from time to time, some swearing. There will be some kind of suggested nudity. I don't know what they would call them. Like, you might see my butt if I'm in the hot tub, or you might see Holly's butt, or believe it or not, we will be wearing bikinis, okay? Like everybody else. If you see someone in a bikini, or if you see me in just my boxers, or Holly just in a towel, I don't understand why people have issues with this. We're literally going around our day to day. You would see us at a beach, I'd be in literally just the shorts, or maybe a nice mankini. Thinking about it, that would be pretty nice. And Holly, for example, would be in a bikini or whatever. So I don't know why people see this stuff. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe I saw that. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. Please stop commenting it. This channel is not for children. It is not a child-based thing. I'm not going to be like, oh, welcome to Office Day number 2. This is me as I am, as we are doing our stuff. So it's not PG rated. This channel is, I'm going to say it's 18 rated only because there could be that stuff, but really, I'd let my kids watch this. That's where I'm getting. When my kid's older, she can watch this at like 5 years old, and nothing's gonna bad happen. It's gonna be a few swear words, maybe here, there, and the other. But anyway, that's pretty much that. And the final thing I want to mention before I actually go into this is that this is a daily vlog, but like I say, some days we have days where we are doing nothing, and if there's nothing interesting happening, I will just talk to camera or we'll do something Q&A. So make sure you leave any comments you want down below with questions and stuff. But without further ado, let's go look at my mining rig, and I will go through all of it and show you how sick this thing is. This is my mining room. So in here I've actually got 4 rigs set up. I've got this rig here which has Sapphire 570s, this rig here which has just Radeon 580s, and then 2 rigs here which both have the brand new Vega 64 Radeon cards in there. So there's one on the top, one on the bottom. I'll explain why there's 2 there and there's 1 of each here. This video is going to have a lot of information that if you're not interested in this stuff, please feel free to click away now. I don't expect everybody to watch this, and I'll see you tomorrow for another like normal vlog day, which will be a load of fun. But this is for people that are very interested in this or want to learn about it, because trust me, get into this. This is an interesting thing. Basically, to put this into short, these are graphics cards here, and we're using the power of the graphics cards to run so many numbers, solve equations, and just transfer numbers. Basically, I don't know how much simpler I can put to you than that. So these are all 8GB cards that do file sizes around 2GB. So if you have a 2GB card, you couldn't do this because you don't have enough memory. So these are all 8GB cards. So they're all future-proofing myself. So these can run for a good few years, hopefully. And this is the reason GPUs have gone up in price and are harder to get, because people are using them for mining. So this is called mining, and this is what we do. The whole idea behind it is that we've got a motherboard here, but this is a special motherboard. This is a BTC Plus motherboard by ASRock. I think it's the 1100. And instead of having just 2 ports down here for your graphics cards, you can see that we've actually got 13. Okay, so this is 13. So on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 graphics cards all running, and they are pretty warm. These ones aren't too bad, but these are pretty warm. So these are constantly running. We've got 8 gigabytes of RAM in there. You don't need 8, you only actually really need 4. And we've got a crappy Pentium dual core processor in there that you don't need. But the biggest thing about this is keeping it cool. So you can see we've got a Dyson fan here, which is just circulating air. We've got one fan in the window there. We've got another fan in the window there. We're actually putting 2 fans up at the top there to extract the hot air, because it's warmer up here than it is down here. And then when it gets really sunny, we've got this aircon, which is dropping air down. So the whole idea is this fan blows cold air in, the aircon comes in, it comes over here and it lands on this rig, which heats it up slightly but should cool this down nicely. The Dyson then blows it over to this rig, which I'll go through in a minute, and then this rig just kind of, you know, scatters the air everywhere, and then it gets sucked out because that over there is blowing out. So the whole idea is it works in a nice little loop, just like that, and the air comes in and goes out. It gets very hot in here. It's very hot in here right now. Now, I can't show you all the stuff on the rigs and on the screens because it has IP addresses and stuff where, you know, you could just, it's just data that I don't really want to show. But what I will do is show you some data that you might find useful, and I can kind of go through it all for you. So this here shows each of the graphics cards and their mining. So it shows you the temperature on the left, and in the middle it shows you the hash. Now, the hash is kind of the speed of which you're going to be mining. So down here you can see this machine is actually mining, and you can see the numbers all scrolling up, and that's basically what we're doing. Is we're trying to calculate loads of numbers, yada yada yada. I can't get into it. I can't get into it that much for you, to be totally honest. But basically, these all have different hash rates. So this rig is hashing at 300. I think it's 300. Is it 300? Yeah, I think it's 300 mega hashes. This one here is about 300 as well, and then this one here is 400. Which, if you do the math, is 1,000 hashes, which is a gigahash. There is the 1,000 mega hashes, or the 1 gigahash, and this is basically all my stuff. This is showing uptime, downtime, all that kind of thing. And then here are the two Vega is 1 rig, but it's actually 2 rigs, and it shows you here, for example, they're doing 416, the others are doing 250, but they're doing a little bit more than that, but this shows them a little bit lower. So this here is the final speed of what we're getting, which is 1,000 mega hashes. Now I understand if you obviously don't know anything about this, that number means nothing to you, but if you know a lot about it, that number is a really good number, especially to have by yourself. So that at the moment will make around, probably around 70 pounds a day. But you obviously are using a lot of electric here. I'm using about 6 kilowatt hour worth of electricity, which is a lot. But that costs about 15 pounds a day. So you're making, you're making anywhere between 50 and 60 pounds a day. But that is because you're currently mining Ethereum at about 320 pounds. Is it 320 pounds? No, $320. But in a year, that could be $1,000. It probably won't be, but it could be $1,000. And then whatever you mine now is worth a lot more in the future. That's the plan, at least. But let me show you probably what the people that have clicked onto this video because of the title want to see. This here is my newest rig, my newest setup, which is the Radeon Vega 64. So I actually bought all this off a guy. He came, helped set it up, etc. because this was brand new and crazy. And this is the hottest thing I have ever known. If you put your hand here, where these are exhausting, that is insanely hot, like a hairdryer. So that's why that's exhausting all the way up there. And basically, this is split into 2 rigs. We've got one at the top, one at the bottom, because currently Windows will only allow you 7 AMD graphics cards at once. So we've got 7 on here and 6 on here, and then we've got ourselves a 580, which you can see sat right there, running both of the actual graphics onto the screen. So we've got a screen there and a screen there for those 2, but they run Windows. There's no BIOS yet for them on Linux, which is a shame. Hopefully there will be soon, and when there is, we can actually merge these 2 rigs together, because you can see we've got one motherboard up here, and then we've got one motherboard all the way down there behind this rat's nest. And this here is the final rig. So this is the AMD Radeon 580s. So this is a pretty good rig. This has probably been the most stable rig of all of them. and you can see them all lined up here. Now these are the issues. These are called risers, and these are so annoying. They break all the time, and once you find good ones, great, but otherwise they're really hard to find. So we've got, I think we've got 12, or maybe we've got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, we've got 12 580s up there running all of that. There should be 13, but one of them is there because we needed one over there. And basically, this is what powers them. So I've shown you the rig, but this is what powers them. We've got 3 PSUs on here. This is, what's this, an AX1 200. That's another one of those, and this is not quite as powerful. I think that's a 650. And that is what is running all of this and the motherboards. And what we decided to do was put them on these shelves. So rather than having like a really expensive setup rig that you can buy, we actually made it ourselves. This is all just like a chipboard. We screwed into the chipboard, we made holes in the chipboard, and it works really nicely. And the Dyson blows all this cold air onto the rigs. We initially had the Dyson on top blowing air down, but that didn't work too well. That's kind of it then for the mining rig. I don't know what else to show you, to be totally honest, but in here we have got so many graphics cards, so much heat, and it's absolutely amazing. We've upgraded all like the security in here and everything as well, and we're moving these fans as well so we don't have to have the windows open. We're doing that tomorrow, which is going to be really cool. But this is kind of me future-proofing myself and my family and whatnot, because rather than having, don't get me wrong, buying this many graphics cards isn't cheap, definitely wasn't cheap, but it's going to be worth it. And also in the near future, hopefully it'll be worth a lot more. And also in a couple of years, these cards will still be worth nearly what they're worth now. So I'm not going to lose any money when I sell them on. Anything I make, I can profit, which is brilliant. But there's one more thing to my key plan that I need to show you guys. Like I said before, we're using a load of electric here to actually power all this room. So the idea behind it is now to actually get some solar panels, but I really don't know how this is gonna go. So if you see kind of the top of our house, we've got this weird churchy, I don't know, pointy up thing right there, which sadly blocks a load of space where we can actually put the solar panels, but we think we can fit about 10 on the roof here, which would be pretty nice. Kind of like, you know, up on the side there as well. That's the same house as ours. So like imagine up on the side there and up on the front that we should have some solar panels. So that hopefully should make the rig way better and worth it, because the main reason being actually is if we do it and we don't have to ever send anything back to the electric company, because we're going to be using all the electric straight away. So I think what you can buy is about 4 kilowatt hours worth, I think it's something like that, worth of solar. But if you're not sending it back to the grid and you don't get one of those companies to come out and do it, you can put as much as you want on there. So we're gonna see how much we can get on, and hopefully the solar should pay itself off, in theory, well, if my math was correct, in about 2 years, which is insane. Normally it takes about 10 to 15 years. If we use it all, I think we can pay it off in 2 years. And that is about it for this video. I know it's totally different, probably not what a lot of you want to watch, but it's something very interesting to me. And when we're not doing a vlog day like today, I want to show you something cool. And hopefully some of you guys out there that have just clicked onto this video just to see the rig enjoyed it. It's my baby. I absolutely love it. And like I said, hopefully everything will work really nicely together and we'll be able to mine a lot. I haven't kind of stated what I'm mining. I'm actually mining Ethereum, and I'm also mining Sia at the same time, or Sia, however you want to say it, because I think those two have really good potential. I think they're probably 2 coins that have good potential, and I thought I'd have a go at it. And today actually was the day that Ripple decided to crash and burn. And oh my god, did it crash and burn. It went from, let me just have a little look. It went from 30 cents down to 23 cents, but it's still up from 15 cents. I bought it at 15 cents, sold it at 24 cents, then I bought in again at 28 cents, and it's now down to 23 cents. So I've lost a little bit of money today in that, but I've gained a lot of money actually in Bitcoin. So we're kind of even on my coins. Now, if you don't know about cryptocurrencies, check them out. They're in their infancy at the moment, and I think if you invest into it, I'm not saying that you should invest. I'm not giving you any advice here, but I think that investing in it is a really good move. It will go up and down, and you'll be in the red, you'll be in the green, you'll lose money, you'll make money. Wait it out. By Christmas, we'll all be on the moon. Okay, I promise you, we'll all be on the moon and it will be Daisy. Anyway guys, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you then.